think I can win. Years past, I didn't have the desire or the drive to put in the training.
I missed my first one, yeah. I just kind of was standing there and I thought to myself, well, I'm not gonna make it if I stay here, so I might as well just go up.
220.
I really like the pressure events. I like the first one that we're coming out on. It's definitely intimidating. There's a lot riding on those 3 lifts, but I love to snatch, so I'm looking forward to it.
I just love the sport. I love lifting. I get a high off of it, so every time you hit a lift or you hit something, it's just like all that adrenaline coursing through your body, so it's fun.
Now is when my weekend starts, honestly. Like from here on out, it's, I was just telling some other people, it's just consistency. I can't worry about winning like every workout. I just have to focus on what I can do on each workout and just do one at a time and hope that, you know, my times, my scores are, you know, top 5, top 3, and I said something else in the nicest way, everyone else falls off.
Yeah, no, 0 mistakes. I think will be a good shot at getting on the podium. So I put a lot of work in the off season, more than gymnastics work than people give me credit for. So hopefully I display that.
We're going to see Matt Hathcock. He did make it to the games in the 2013 CrossFit Games, but I think that he fell victim of working on his strengths more than his weaknesses. I think when he comes into this weekend, some of the technical gymnastics might not favor him.
I can't help but look over my shoulder a little bit at Mandi, just because, you know, there's just a lot going on right now. She did really well at the Open. I never know what to expect. I try to just focus on my own performance, and as long as I maintain and hit those goals that I set for myself, I'm satisfied with that. So.
Oh, she's struggling here. And she gets it. Look at that. 8 minutes and 11 seconds for Tiffany Hendrickson. Don't blink and you will miss Chris Spealler doing 7 muscle-ups if you do. He is fast.
That's a wrestler for you, Justin. He is just digging deep. You know this hurts so bad. He doesn't care. He wants a podium finish this year. But Tommy Hackenbruck, I'm telling you what, it wasn't the fastest time of the day, but it is consistent. And that is what champions at CrossFit are. They are consistent.
sitting in first place. Hackenbruck is absolutely kicking ass. I spoke with him on the phone earlier and he said, strict handstand push-ups are not my deal.
I feel like handstand push-ups gotten worse every week for 4 weeks. So I've been doing so many, and then today they feel good. So that's not going to result in any kind of good finish. It just means that it's going to be good for me.
Yesterday, Pat Sherwood said that I was going to be dropping on the leaderboard on number 4.
Ager as well. I think Andrea Ager's going to struggle on the handstand push-ups.
And I don't know what gave that away. It might be my long, skinny spaghetti arms.
So she's not going to have the day that she needs to climb up the leaderboard.
He is right that it is going to be a hard workout, so good call, Pat. But I don't think it's going to draw me that much because they're hard for everybody.
But I think the badass of the day will be Mandi Janowitz. I think she's going to punch into the top 3 and stay there for the rest of the competition.
I'm loving these workouts. It's all about guts now. The handstand push-ups, man, those I've got to stay calm, and it's all about consistency. So hopefully I can just stick with my game plan of 2s and 3s, and we'll see how it goes.
Tiffany was your leader last year in this region. You know she wants to take that title back, and she has come in today with that energy.
To Neil Reed.
Oh, the fire in the gut.
Yeah, look at that. There's a race with her and Andrea Ager. I'm not sure who Chris Spealler like a machine. Final 11 minutes, 6 seconds. Yes, sir. He's here to play. Yesterday, Shree, it was all about Tommy. However, today, it's been about the 2 Chris's. I'm talking about Chris Spealler and Chris Hoppy, who is now at the top of those overall standings.
You know, there's a lot of points still to be grabbed over the weekend, so as high as we can get, as early as we can get, the better. You know, I can't chase guys. I know the pace I can keep. I know the amount of time I need to take between rope climbs in order not to fail, and I just have to focus on what I can do, not what the rest of the guys can do.
Mandi out to a slight lead ahead of Andrea Ager. Mandi's on a mission.
This is it right here, right around 7. This is where we see people blow up or stay consistent.
The fastest time of the day was set in the last heat by Brennan Fjord, 3 minutes and 55 seconds. At 6'1", Tommy Hackenbruck only needs a big jump and 2 pulls to get up to that top beam.
She is going to be so close.
She didn't slow down on any of those rope climbs. Wow! She was only 6 seconds off the event record.
Pat Burke is hungry as well. He's just currently sitting outside of a 3rd spot, so he's hungry to claw up there.
So you can only run as fast as you can recover. So I mean, push it hard and take a little bit of risk. You know, maybe a little bit more than I did in practice to try and win.
And the entire heat is still sprinting.
Look at Pat Burke, slight smile on his face as he passes Chad Cole. And Chad Cole, just didn't have the grip the way he wanted to.
This is Andrea Ager. She has 2 rope climbs left, and she's gotten a no rep.
Pat Burke starting to make his move. This will be Pat Burke's final rope climb. Pat Burke, final sprint down the field. It's going to be really, really close. 3 minutes, 54 seconds. He could have been the fastest time of the day. Chris Spealler across the finish line.
And Chad Cole, wow.
Chad Cole on the finish line, under 4 minutes.
My goal was to beat Spealler on that one, and then we ended up tying, which was kind of fun, but it was probably my favorite part of the weekend, minus my snatch. That was probably my favorite part.
Christian and Chris Hoppy still have a rope climb to go, so lots of men in other heats are now passing and adding points onto them. This could move Tommy and Spiel back up the leaderboard right here.
So Pat Burke, 33rd birthday, doing some good work to get himself from 7th into contention.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mr. Burke. What a hell of a day he had. We're talking entered the day in 7th, leaving in a top 3 spot, occupying number 3.
Amanda Goodwin somehow comes out of nowhere and passes her. There's your leader after 5 events right there, and she'll keep that with this finish.
On the women's side, it's the 2 CrossFit Games veterans who continue to sit atop the leaderboard. Amanda Goodman with an 8-point lead over fellow Games vet Tiffany Hendrickson. Mandi Janowitz sits in 3rd. She has a 4-point cushion on Emily Terraberry.
Last year, making it to the games is my goal. This year, it's
Like I said, been a rough year training-wise, so I far exceeded my expectations thus far.
Honestly, the last one I'm excited about. The last one looks really good for me, but this 50s, we'll see how it goes. After the Nasty Girls, I don't know what to expect.
Strategy, I'm doing it right now, trying to stay as calm as I can, savoring every amount of energy.
Before I talk about the overall standings, I want to talk about something that has potential to shake things up, and that's a wave of sickness that's been going on here at the regional.
In fact, it's a huge development. I've just found out Chris Hoppy, who sits in 4th place, has just withdrawn from the entire competition.
Keep in mind, Chris Hoppy, number 4, is out because of that sickness.
And that opened a huge window for Chad Cole, and really is Chris Spealler and Patrick Burke's game to lose.
Pat Burke is fighting sickness, he's fighting Chad Cole, he's fighting to get in the top 3 spots so that he can go to the CrossFit Games.
It was great having Brennan a couple lanes over so I could kind of, eyeball him. We push each other every day in the gym, and it was a lot of fun.
Andrea Hager moving on to the deadlifts. Once she got to the ring dips, she was off. She's been our leader since that station.
He is still an entire minute ahead of the event record pace right now.
Today I changed my strategy a little bit and I got a 70 rep PR.
Oh, this is huge. And that shows why Tommy Hackenbruck came in on top of the leaderboard. That was one heck of an event. Look at Tommy Hackenbruck.
After event 6 took off, kids were ready to get out of here. They were getting kind of antsy, so I took them to Chuck E. Cheese. Full of germs, but it was probably safer than being here at the Southwest Regional because apparently this isn't the most hygienic place on earth.
Yeah, it's from track and field. I just don't like, I'm just used to spitting, but I feel really bad and really disgusting, like it's humbling when I do it. But sometimes I'm like, it'll make me do more wall balls, so I should probably spit on the floor. Do you have any other questions? Like something that's...
Yeah, it's just been a good day overall, man. Like, win event 6 was pretty good, but Chuck E. Cheese went up to one of the machines, put 5 coins in, hit jackpot 3 times, got 75 tickets. So kids were stoked. They got some cool toys out of it.
Chris Spealler, notice the watch on his arm. What he's doing is he's cruising through these 10, stopping, looking at the watch, seeing how long he's going to rest, and then doing exactly this crazy little hop that you see again on
Look
the
how
next 10.
efficient that is, though.
Yeah, that was just a timer. Everyone's like, what? I did do Tabata. Not on the row, and not on the last box jump. But yeah, definitely did Tabata.
I've done almost all of them except for the hang snatch, the handstand walk. I did the rest of them. I'm still gaming it in my mind. Like when I was watching these guys, I'm like, all right, I would do it this way. I would break up here, I'd break up there. So I'm still gaming it in my head. So it's rough.
Just play by ear, and the overhead squat's like my favorite lift. So once I get done with those pull-ups, I'm very confident about finishing out strong.
Chad Cole and Pat Burke battling it out for that 3rd spot. Right now, Pat Burke has it. And if Chad Cole wants to take it from him, he has got to finish 4 places ahead of Pat Burke.
I know pull-ups are right in my wheelhouse. Overhead squat is probably one of my biggest strengths. It's a matter of dealing with the pressure, being a rookie of sorts in this situation, being able to man up to that pressure and perform.
And they are starting in on 64 pull-ups.
No, this is not the windy city of Chicago. This is the Southwest here in Utah.
Pat Burke coming off the bar. Chad Cole still going. Chris Spealler goes unbroken on 64 pull-ups.
Tiffany's hungry for that first spot again.
Here comes Mandi Janowitz. Here comes Tiffany Hendrickson. Now go win her event number 7. Amanda Goodman is now on the finish mat.
And now 3rd place woman going to Carson right there.
Janowitz. Chris Spealler, first athlete to the bar. Tommy running ahead of him. Chad Cole's now at the bar. to go to the game slip away as Pat Burke stepped on the finish mat. Tackle only has 3 reps remaining.
I'm fired up. I'm so happy that I can go. With it being my last year, it kind of makes it feel a whole lot better.
Event 7, then Chuck E. Cheese, then Event 6. It's just exciting, man. I couldn't imagine not going because I've been super fortunate to be, when I wasn't doing individual, I've been on the team. So every year I just I just count on being in Carson in July, and I'm really gunning for the top spot, and so is everybody else. But it's just been a little bit different mentality, and really want to see where I'm at.